Good morning. Day 55 today of hiking the Appalachian Trail in 100 days. Next few days shouldn't be too bad. Today I have just over 18 miles. And this afternoon, pretty exciting. I'm meeting my mom and aunt in the Shenandoah National Park. And they're gonna camp with me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night. Today is Monday. And then they're gonna hike with me on Tuesday and Wednesday and go home Thursday morning. So that should be pretty exciting and fun and a change of pace, which just mixing it up I think will be good for me, and it'll certainly be good to see them. And exciting enough, they're actually going to do some trail magic type stuff this evening. I don't know if there will be any other through hikers aside from me, but I think they're bringing like some burgers and cold drinks and snacks and stuff like that. So hopefully that is enjoyable, and hopefully there's some other hikers that come through that can enjoy it as well, because that's kind of the goal. But there's not many SOBOs around anymore. Maybe some section hikers or flip-flops, but we'll see. The trail has kind of gone close to and then back away from this fence on and off for about a mile now at least. Must be something serious, because there's some barbed wire and signs that say no trespassing U.S. government property. But actually there is a building up there. I was gonna say I haven't really seen anything inside the fence, just like trees and bushes and stuff, but there is a building up there, so maybe we'll see something. I stopped a little bit ago right around the 5 mile mark and went off trail less than a quarter mile to a hostel type place. It's kind of a hostel and bed and breakfast combination, so they have like they host like tourists as well as like hikers, so I think that probably helps them keep busy a lot more of the year. But anyway, I stopped there for a little bit and just bought a pint of ice cream from them and ate that. The thing you find out about different brands of ice cream is Hershey's, for example, is reduced fat ice cream. So a pint of ice cream is usually like 600 or 700 calories. But Ben and Jerry's, on the other hand, their ice cream is like whole milk ice cream, I guess. So a pint of ice cream is like 12 or 1300 calories of Ben and Jerry's. So this bed and breakfast, they had Ben and Jerry's and I think like Halo Top, which I have no idea how many calories that is, but it was all the same price. So I got a Ben and Jerry's. It's like an easy 1200 calories right there. So hopefully that helps. And making my way up into the Shenandoah National Park now. I think I have about 2 miles until I get into the park, but it's a fairly decent climb. Probably like 1,500 feet of gain, maybe a little bit more over the next 2 or 3 miles, I think. So probably be a little bit slower, but that's fine. And then once I get into the park, I think the trail is pretty nice and smooth, and all the ups and downs are reasonably gradual a lot of the time, so shouldn't be too bad. So it looks like this is the park boundary for Shenandoah National Park. We are entering the park now, which is exciting. Have little bit less than 10 miles left for the day, and shouldn't be too bad. About 200 feet of elevation gain per mile on average, so not expecting anything super steep, but we shall see. And another interesting thing that I forgot to mention yesterday is just about a quarter mile from before I got to the campsite, I saw a pretty big snake. It was pretty much pitch black, the snake. And it was on the trail and just moved off the trail when I got close, and we basically saw each other at the same time. I don't think it was a rattlesnake because it didn't rattle at all, and I didn't really see a rattle, so don't really know what kind of snake it was, but did see another snake. It was probably like 3 feet long, so kind of big, but not humongous or anything. Hey there. Not even scared, or at least very scared. That's crazy. Like 15 feet away. You have a good day. Less than 2 hours to go. Should be at the campsite by 1:30 in the afternoon, which is pretty early, but I wanted to be there a little bit earlier today since my mom and aunt are getting here. I didn't think I'd really be here that early, but the miles are still going pretty quick, even though there's more elevation, so I don't think they'll be here till like probably 2 at the earliest, more like 3, so I have a little bit of time to chill, and then I'll get to enjoy all the wonderful food they're supposed to be bringing. Can't see it super well, but there's a buck up there, and pretty big antlers actually. It's interesting, those antlers are different from deer I'm used to seeing. They seem very like straight up and down. Antlers go kind of up, not very out, which is interesting. Man, look at those things. Oh my goodness, there's a huge deer over there too. Wow. That other deer had a really big rack as well, it's probably even bigger. And those antlers kind of were a lot wider. Well, I'm finally on top of a mountain again. This is Mount Marshall, over 3,000 feet, which is first time I've been over 3,000 feet in a long time. Definitely a few weeks. Probably since, I don't even know. Definitely haven't been over 3,000 feet since before Pennsylvania. Not sure how far before, but nice views here, fun mountains, and really enjoying Shenandoah National Park so far. So when I came down from Mount Marshall, I got to a parking lot and there was a guy there. I think he said he was getting ready to go for a run, but he was like, "Oh, you want a peanut butter wrap?" And I was about to say, "No, thanks, I'm good. I have some of those actually," but then I was like, well, it's free calories, so might as well. So I sat there and talked to him, and you know, I'm not really in a rush. I sat there and talked to him for a few minutes and ate my little wrap, so that was pretty nice of him, and I definitely enjoyed it. Man, such great views here, And it's kind of cool. You can see Skyline Drive, the road over there kind of winding up the mountain. And we'll probably head up that mountain sometime tomorrow, I think. But just, I think like a mile left today, so not gonna make it that far. Great afternoon today. My aunt and mom came and I met them at the parking lot, which is just a little bit away from the hut or the shelter. They call them huts here in the Shenandoahs. And there was a surprise for me, which is that they brought my girlfriend Alexis along as well, which I was totally not expecting. So that was pretty cool. Right now I'm just walking back to the car to take something back that we forgot, just a little sign we made. But Trail Magic was great. They had burgers. I had a few beers and had some like cookies and other snacks and stuff. There were actually a few people that came through. Well, really only two. There was one guy who's just out hiking for a few days. I think he came in around like 5:30, and then there was a runner that came through at like 7, and he was actually the guy that I saw earlier, who gave me the peanut butter tortilla. So returning the favor a little bit, made him a few burgers, and my mom brought like a dozen burgers or something, or a dozen and a half, and some hot dogs. And so we actually left them in a cooler, and once he gets back to his car in a few minutes, he's gonna drive over here and take them and pass them out to other hikers or just eat them himself. And we had a bunch of leftover snacks and drinks, so we just left them in these coolers here by the road on the trail. And hopefully some of them are gone in 2 days when my mom gets back, but if not, guess she'll have a bunch of food. And got new shoes, left my boots in the car, so got these, wearing my Crocs right now, but got these trail running shoes. They're a Saucony, Saucony Peregrine trail running shoes, so hopefully those work out for me. Guess I have worn them a little bit at home before I left, and I think they're gonna work, but we'll see. Total mileage today was 18.6 miles, and we're staying at the Gravel Springs hut. There's an awesome spring there that's super cold and is flowing decently well, so I drank some of that cold water when I got to camp this afternoon, which was nice. And I think right now, yeah, I'm at mile 1,238.4, so less than 1,000 miles, like we said yesterday, closing in on the 900 to go mark. And yeah, just getting there one step at a time, 1 mile at a time, 1 day at a time, and feeling pretty good, excited about the Shenandoahs. Today the hiking was fun and had some views, so cannot complain. Probably will get a little bit of a later start tomorrow just because my mom and aunt and girlfriend haven't been on the trail for almost 2 months, so their routines in terms of getting up and packing up and everything probably isn't as smooth as mine at this point, so we'll see how it goes in the morning. I'm interested to see how that ends up, and I'm definitely interested to see how the hike goes tomorrow. We have about 17 and a half miles that we're planning to do, so yeah, like I said, good day today, and definitely looking forward to Virginia. I'm really excited about Virginia now, honestly. Other thing I forgot to mention is that my mom brought a scale, and according to the scale, when I weighed myself earlier in the afternoon, I lost about 15 pounds, and then I weighed myself later in the evening, after I'd eaten 3 burgers and drank 3 beers and had a bunch of cookies and other snacks, and I gained basically 5 pounds back. So I would say I've lost somewhere in the range of 10 to 15 pounds based on what the time of day is that I'm weighing myself. So definitely need to keep eating more, and yeah, just packing in the calories when I can.